What does it look like you're able to grow your AI startup from 0 to 15 people within 1 year and sign $1 million deal within a year? There's so much going on in the space of AI, and there's AI unicorn every single week. However, majority of AI startup couldn't reach the stage. Most of them actually fell within 1 or 3 or 5 months. In this episode, I had the pleasure to interview the CEO of Attimo, and he's leading a team of 15 people and just signed another huge billion-dollar contract with really big companies. And he's going to share with you how he's able to start a successful AI startup so that you can embark your AI journey as well. Hey guys, this is Dr. Nancy Lee, direct product feature in Forbes. I've helped thousands of people land a dream PM job offer in FAN companies and unicorn startup and continue to get promoted as product leader. In this channel, we'll talk about tech trends and free product management training. Like to subscribe to a new video every Tuesday. Hi, Efehan. Welcome to the Product Insider podcast. How are you doing?
I'm very well, Dr. Nancy. Hi again. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well. I'm so excited having you join us. Through our last conversation, and I believe your company recently signed a really big deal in the AI for construction industry, and you also grew rapidly from 0 to 15 people. And with all the excitement, why don't we do this? Why don't you introduce yourself to the audience, who you are, and also what your journey from technology manager to funding a successful AI startup?
So, okay. Hello everyone. In case you don't know me, I'm Efehan. I'm the founder of Attimo. I have a mechanical engineering and system engineering background, both from University College London. After writing my dissertation for my technology management masters, I was able to get back from our university to be accepted into their incubator. So far, we are building products for complex project environments, including construction sector. And so far, I'm very happy with, and I love what we do at Attimo for integrating AI in all the industries that we can have our hands on.
Very cool. So, Efhan, let's talk about it. And I know you're quite humble regarding how you grow your team. And one most important element is that your product actually solving the most urgent needs in the space of construction, which is super traditional, but they always have like big $1 billion contract need to be disrupted. Can you tell us more regarding your product Optimal and how it's using AI to transform the construction industry?
So, Dr. Nancy, the construction industry have very specific file formats, and
Mm.
getting the context from one tool to another environment is crucial, because when you are having this transfer conducted by a human, lots of errors might be happening. So we are pretty much operating in the project information management, building information management area, helping teams to reduce costs during governance, hit their budgets, and hit their construction projects or whatever project that any team might be conducting, hit on time and as said within budget and with good quality.
So Efham, something specific about construction industry, what I heard is actually like the 13 hours lost per week per person to look for different files. Is it true? Can you tell me more regarding those kind of knowledge management systems and problems in the construction industry?
Well, yes. Since the people who input the information, they have to share it with other stakeholders. You have to guide them. You have to let them know where that information is. Because if you don't do it, as you just mentioned, 13 hours get lost per week for looking for data per person. And this equates to 52% of the rework done in every construction. So whatever rework is done, 52% the cause is miscommunication and bad data management. This is the smallest scale. On a larger scale, when you go from one project to another, 95% of information is left behind. So the maturity and the growth of the company does only evolve with the humans that keep on working in that company. We want to change that. We want to give a spirit to every company with our system, so that the company can remember the performance, can remember the quality, can remember the project life cycle, and transfer it through generations rather than only from project to another project, carry it on through generations.
Yeah, it's crazy. And actually, this remind me, in our last episode when I talked to Tina, she was actually an architect. She's designing different houses. She was literally talking about every day during the day she was just doing all the manual operation, looks at data and putting different file, and only in the evening she has to work overtime to do the real creative design, which is speaking to what you just told us. Is this is surprising a big problem that somehow has been solved yet. This is like crazy. So can you give us a demo regarding how exactly you solve those big problems and help them really save those hours?
Yes, to start with, we have basically shared a freemium with our community. With this
Mhm.
freemium product, you are able to upload design files, drawing files, and we are able to extract that information so that you are able to chat with it. Even with the most up-to-date chat GPT tools, uh, what whenever you upload a drawing file, the agents, the coding agents, does the coding, the setup environment from zero. In our
Mhm.
case, we help you get better context. Even if the agents there, they create this environment for you, you are unable to get your answer in less than 20 minutes, which is critical for construction projects. In our case, you are able to upload your document, and once it's uploaded, you can even chat with it offline whenever you are on construction site. This is important because when you do that file or design, just like the person you mentioned, um, you have to share that knowledge. You have to share that version with the other stakeholders, and that's where we are targeting the sharing of the knowledge.
This is so beautiful. And actually, Tina is your alumni in AIP and Bootcamp. I believe she's a two
Yes,
cohorts
yes,
after
yes,
you.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, anybody who's interested in regarding how people use AI to manage the construction project, she's mainly specialized in using AI to like manage all the handyman fixing your houses. If people are interested, gonna watch video right here and also link it in the description of the show note. And okay, let's do this. Clearly there is a real big unmet needs, big business value. And can you share with us regarding how you land the first paying customer? Because what I believe is that what I heard last time we met, the moment you graduate from AIP and bootcamp, you already had like four a few customers who knock on your door saying, hey, want to check it out, I'm real paying. So tell us how exactly you land your first paying customer.
Well, to be honest, you have a big part in this, as we took part in the boot camp. Long story short, we took part. I took part in the boot camp. We were able to become a great team and produce a demo out of it. To get to the demo, we conducted customer interviews, and the problem was there. Once we have after the boot camp, I just took the demo. I went to the same people whom we have conducted the interviews with, and they
Mhm.
loved it. And the next question was, what do I need to put on top of this so that you start paying me? So as simple as that. So until that question, the whole journey began with the bootcamp.
Beautiful. So let's be specific.
Yes.
And I believe recently, right now, you're a team of 15 people within a year. You go really fast. And I believe last week when we talked, you already land a really big contract. The company is actually with like revenue of $20 billion. Tell us more how you actually start with your first paying customers and then go to bigger contract. What the journey look like? Is that straight shot or just different variation? Because I assume like doing BD or sales to construction industry is very different because it's very traditional industry. So how did you grow from first paying customer to big contract has happened within a year?
Well, yes, I think there is no straight path to it. There is only one thing. It's just getting to know your problem space.
Hmm.
Just starting to work on it. I was looking for jobs, and I stopped looking for jobs, and I just put 100% of myself into this. And because this whole journey with PMA is actually focusing on landing a job, and that's when I talked to you and I said I want to go this way. And by working in the area, by talking to customers, the more you understand many problems. And if you focus on only one of them, you can build a company. So it's really just a matter of getting to work. As you work, talking to the customers in the product management journey, and the more you talk to them, the more you get references, and the more you can get in touch, the more you can talk to the spirit and the problems that they are having. And once they see that you are understanding them, it means that you must be able to also solve them. And I suppose customer experience is key in our company, which we put at our forefront. That might be also how we are able to land our customers.
This is beautiful. I like that you actually like focus on entrepreneurship. Remember, we had a one-on-one. So funny after bootcamp, you come to me and say, "Nancy, you effed all my plans. I was here to land a job.
Yes,
Now I start my own company."
yes,
You quit a
yes,
job for yourself
yes. And I
and
said,
15 other people.
yes, and I said, you gave. It's because you gave me the confidence out of this boot camp, and now I'm going to pursue this, and just because of you. Yes,
Thank you. Totally my pleasure.
thank you, thank you. The thanks are all from my side.
Yeah, I personally believe that my biggest pleasure is see my student actually saw through the sky. There's no limit if you're putting all your effort in it. I also really love that you found the opportunity you were not in. You literally were not in, which also now you're 15 people, but I also believe the one of the biggest challenges also winning your first funding partner because you were original solo entrepreneur. We gave you a team of engineers, but you also need a CTO as a co-founder to grow with you,
Yes.
and also like building all the B2B interest before launch. And I'm just at very beginning. I'm the first stepping stone push you, and then you grew from there. So tell us more how you win your first winning like funding partners, CTOs, how you get them on board.
Yeah, to start with, I'll just highlight one key area that I forgot to mention. After the boot camp, we got back from the number one architecture school in the world, which is
Mm,
University College of London. And from there as well, we are getting reference, and even being there, the network there is also a game changer for us. And once you get in there, you are able to get in touch with amazing talent, such as our chief scientific officer. So it took me, going back to your question here, it took me between 3 to 6 months to land my first hire and to start working with this person. The first hires are very important, and so far we've been working together for almost a year now. It's a great journey, lots of up and downs, but the way that I landed is I was able to find specific people who were experts in the area, but who were looking for such an environment to focus their work. We love what we do at Attimo, starting from the philosophy of trying to help people stay in the moment up to the level of project information management. How can we resolve these construction issues? How can we adapt uh, adaptive agents, world
mhm.
models, reinforcement learning, all these key emerging technologies, and having the chance to play with these tools and technologies and trying to build products with it is something that many people would like to work on, and that I suppose that's why people applied in the first place. But selecting that person was the hard. Selecting the people are the hardest part.
Yeah, let's talk more about this, which
Yes.
also believe that this reflection of great leader in the space of AI, because nowadays everybody or most people want to join a fast growing AI startup. Of course, they want to join or like OpenAI, Anthropic, but if they couldn't join those, you join a fast growing AI startup. Yours clearly growing really fast, so you're not lack of talent, but you are lack of understanding which talent is better fit so that you grow sustainably, which go from 1 to 15 people. So can you tell what's the secret of growing your team so quickly, and also understand who to hire and who to fire and how to manage all these team management? I think is crucial. The more people don't talk about in the age of AI. Tell us more.
Well, the first thing is you can hire as much as you want. I mean, you
Mm,
can, if you have the necessary funds, you can just hire as if you were OpenAI. We have to also make the distinction that OpenAI is a it's not a 0 to 1 company. They already achieved the post one. Uh,
Yeah.
on our case, we are still 0 to 1. We are still we have a product market fit, but we have to scale it. We have to get it out there. We have to improve it, and uh, from these tasks, which are either short-term strategic or long-term strategic, we try to fit people that have multiple depth of knowledge, which we call it double T. So that's one thing that we look at in our hiring. So when we are hiring someone, for sure, we are a startup. We cannot hire one specific person expert for one role. No, are you a double player? Okay, you are a CTO, but can you also become a CSO? Okay, you are a scientific officer, but can you also be a chief AI officer? So you have that depth of AI, but still that research aspects ongoing.
In summary, sounds like several things happen. You inspire and continue to grow their career in AI and falling up with a product. On top of that, you also hiring those kind of people who wear multiple hats, which are also what I suggest all my students who want to break into AI, especially I read so if everybody look up on the news every single week, there's a unicorn AI company which is measured by your valuations over $1 billion every single week out there, right? So for people to really advance the career in the space of AI, and people to really need to figure out how can help a startup to scale. Because if you join like really big company, you're one pocket in one hole. So I have a student actually join Apple, but she was 4 months into Apple. Now she was like in darkness. Let me join as a fast growing AI startup because I only do one thing in Apple. Very niche, work on Siri
Yes.
product, only Siri, and not all different things Siri. It's like one little thing of Siri, and now I need to do one part
Yes.
and hand over to another person. I'm just one of those people in the assembly line, right? So therefore,
Yes.
it's a great opportunity for people who have those multi-talent capability, who is interested doing more than just one cookie cutter thing and then cut another thing. Well, even if you work for Apple, yeah, you glory, but you wouldn't. I think it's more fun to work on as a fast growing AI startup, especially for those young people or people who are new into AI. You're
Yes.
great. That's how you select your talent. That's very exciting.
And to start with, I think people who maybe during their university years, if they have not conducted internships in big corporate job entities, they should definitely jump into startups, because that's
Mhm.
one thing that I always hated. I'm in a job, and if someone tells me I finish my job, and if I say, okay, I want to do also this part of Siri, or I want to, can I just do this? And if they tell me, oh, this is the job of someone else, you don't do that. At that point, I'm 95 99% sure that I will leave the job within the next month, 1 month, if someone just stops me there. Of course, this is important. As I'm working with people, we are also trying to have the understanding of focus, because we have to have match development and expertise and the job that needs to be conducted today. Uh, but in startups, this is gray rather than black and white, as compared to OpenAI or big Apple-like companies.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, people working for Apple maybe think about quitting your job if they only work on one small thing. And the soon as I finish my PhD, I feel I have a calling to work for startup. Whenever I interview startup, I'm more excited. When I'm interviewing big companies, so, okay, I'm there for H1B, for a job because they sponsor. Well, small startup sponsor too. Everybody like I spent 11 years get my green card, 17 years to get my citizenship. I know everything about all the sponsorship nowadays. Small startup sponsors as well. Even our company very small. I sponsor all those like whatever H1B and other OPT other stuff as well in our own company. Small startup sponsors too. People have misperceptions. Say, oh, big companies sponsor. No, small ones sponsor too. It's just
Yes.
very different knowledge you guys have. I have a separate video talking about how I became a US citizen after 11 years and well, after 17 years with all the different tips and tricks. You guys should watch this video right here. I'm also going to link it in the description of the show note. But either way, so let's continue and let me dive deeper. Like dive deeper on people part. What are the hardest people decision I've had in such a small team? Let's like Tell me more. Give me more the harder decisions regarding people because if I know it's the hardest thing.
Well, yeah, we are talking about the topic of 0 to 1.
Mm-hmm.
It's really setting the culture. It's a very
Mm.
turbulent environment. Motivation is also turbulent. Sometimes you go 3 steps ahead, sometimes you go 2 steps back. What and keeping the motivation high, setting the culture, setting the standards, keeping those standards high is, I think, the most important people decisions that we are facing every day, because you cannot let your guard loose. Every day you have to set your expectations high. And one thing that I tell to my team is we have two enemies in the company. The first one is being satisfied, the second one is perfection. And in
Mm.
between, we have our value excellence, which we try to hit every day as people, as a team, and in the products that we are building. It's easy to tell, but hard to do people motivational um, life cycle, let's say. Setting the culture and maintaining it as well with this understanding of excellence. If you
Do
lose
you
it, that's when you go down, and that's when you go to big, when you look to big startups and so on. You see, if they let their guard loose, they just expire. So, and we are just starting it.
Yeah, do you have to restructure your team in some ways for people who doesn't meet the company culture? Did it already happen in your team?
Well, based on statistics, 50% of your hires uh, are not going to make it. And
That's true.
unless you start working with someone, you don't know if they will meet the culture that you are setting, they will be able to adapt to that culture, or they will be able to set the quality standards and meet the quality standards for themselves. Um, so the
That's very
the,
well spoken.
Yeah.
That's very
So,
true.
and that's also what I tell to my team as well, which is, would you want a C-level player sitting next to you? Would you like to work with this person, spend your time explaining to this person, or would you just like to work with A-level players just like you are? And so easy to tell, hard to do, bringing A players together, setting the tone, setting the standards. That's why requires some days not very happy actions.
I can see that. I also like how you put the phrase in the would you like to hang out with the C players? You want to work with C players. And sometimes the A players, if we do not let go of the C players in a team, you're going to drag down A players. A player become B player. Oh, they do this. They can do this. Oh, I can come up to work late. Or
Yes,
I can be delayed sometimes. I won't get published. Why I work so hard? Yeah, the A players will become B players. This is an important lesson I recently learned as well.
yes.
My mentor, interesting one, my mentor, she is a lady who runs a construction company for 20 years. Could be a potential customer, by the way, just found out. She just celebrated her 20 years anniversary. Crazy. And then she was telling me about culture, all of the, she said something very profound. She said culture is very important, Nancy. Something more important than culture is you give yourself permission to transform yourself, to be the leader you want to be, to assign the value you personally want to have and pass on the value to a team. You need to live to the highest standard who you are first and set the culture, set the tone, instead of being a little firefighter doing all the operations, being getting distracted by smaller stuff. All come from the top. I'm still in the process digesting, implementing myself. Whenever I reach the next level myself, I will film a separate episode and share with you guys. But yeah, those are important skills all the AI leaders need to master, because I believe those people skills, leadership skills, is only skills that can and only cannot be replaced by AI. All the technical skills gradually getting replaced by AI in a year or two or three. That's it. Um, the next level is we need to learn how to lead and manage people better. Cool. F hands, and thank you for bringing this to us. And most people don't talk about this elephant in the room about people and giving us all the enlightening. Now, let's talk about the technology and also AI element developing a product, right? So What's your secret actually developing your AI product in just 2 months? And remember at the very beginning, you have a very good working product, working MVP, and people are ready. Your early adopter ready to use it. The end you did really fast. And tell us more. What happened and what you learned building the product from 0 to 1 within 2 months.
Yes. Well, within 2 months, well, we saw the example at the boot camp. First of all, that was the first time that I was able to tell myself, and that's how I gained the confidence, saying, okay, with just a team of 9 people or 10 people, we are able to build a product in 2 months. Now our team is able to ship a product every month. The team I have formed right now.
Nice.
So this is again the boot camp. Let me shown me the way and the methodology to set the standards, the milestones for the product life cycle, and of course there were also my education and uh, the collaboration with the experts in our team, um, and together we were able to use AI tools, just the up-to-date foundation models, to help us code everything. But we cannot let it to vibe code only. We have to also check the quality standards for it. And yes, we built our own engineering system, which is now performing and which is part of our culture. Um, I can get to more details if you want me to highlight any specific area. So that
Oh, yes, I do have more detail, but I want to ask it from different ways. And of course, each of the AI element you did AI agent, many different things. You built AI agent before it was popular. You built it now. Everybody building AI agent. You built it a year ago, and which also led to your success much faster than others. But I want to ask you questions through a different angle, which is, what challenge do you face when you implement and developing such AI agent product? Even a year ago, right now might be easier, but or maybe you're ahead of other people. A year later, when they reach your stage right now, they're seeing different type of challenges. So what challenge did you face when implementing such cutting edge technology?
well, the first one is user adoption. There's a
Mm,
there's a huge gap between people who adopt AI and people who don't. There are still people who did not download ChatGPT, who did not make a ChatGPT subscription, who doesn't understand from prompt engineering. So when you talk with people or even when you develop it, how are you going to build your user experience so that these people can also use these tools? On top of it, are you going to provide any training for these people? Okay, adaptive agents, they do something for you. Guardrails for these tools is something else. Security is another, so that they don't go rogue. Uh, and do they meet the quality standards, or do I have to go back and check on that same AI, just like I'm checking C players? So if we are not building A level agents, why do we even sell it to our customers? So which comes back again to customer experience. I think this loop is the hardest part, with the security, with adoption, with guardrails, emergence of the evolution of the AI itself, and how do we get a customer experience out of it. It's a wide range, a very wide area, and lots of potential for creativity.
very well spoken, which is also the difference between people who should do a prototype versus starting a real AI company with real paying customers, right? I think nowadays, because the age of vibe coding, which we teach you how to vibe code, right? You guys take training your engineers to actually learn vibe coding from us as well. But people really were misled by vibe coding. Vibe coding a way for you to quickly do prototype. It's not a way to replace engineering team. It's not a way to direct, oh, let's start having paying customers. Way big differences. And most likely when you have vibe coding product, your security usually is not set up in the right way. When customers start using that and your AI start to break because start to hallucinate, and then actually more user you get and the more challenging for you to scale your AI product. Most people just think you vibe code something, I'm so smart about 30 minutes. I teach you how to do it. It's free, guys. You can learn from me. 30 minutes. Go to my YouTube channel, teach you how to do it. So it's not about that. It's what really takes create an AI startup is having the user, people using it, and figure out all the guardrails and
Yeah.
then watch the monitoring data drift and concept shift and having people start paying for your product. That's a true definition of successful AI product manager and AI entrepreneur. So we should also suggest everybody number one thing we need to do is actually start a real life AI product. I have a list of 20 different product ideas. You can start gaining hands-on experience starting from day one. You can go to our website, pmsir.io/AI product ideas to download the checklist. I'm also going to link it in the description of the show note as well. So, Efhan, so let me ask you one final very technical question. What tools and models have you leveraged to create your AI agent product?
So we are using the most intelligent, up-to-date tools available in the market at any point for the specific tasks. We are using artificialanalysis.com, or there is a website like this, and we are checking what LLM models or foundation models are good for which task. And we do our own routing based on that. On top of it, we are considering on-prem solutions, uh, which can run on your phone, but also on a device, depending on the hardware that's being provided. Of course, it is an emerging field, and we are trying to stay up to date with these and adapt it to our evolving system architecture. And that's one thing I wanted to highlight. You can wipe code any product, but you need to set the system architecture there. You need to plan ahead how you are going to set that system architecture, which interviews are you going to do, which component testing are you going to do, um, and then define that overall system architecture. That's why 60% of the job, or even I suppose 80% of the job these days, is about planning. 10% or I suppose even it should be even more, 15% is quality control, and 5% is actually doing the work. Um, so in our company, we assess this by asking in the last interview question. We have a huge whiteboard, and the people they actually have done their home. Like, we give them take home assignments when they come. Uh, they are not allowed to have their computer or anything like that. We just give them the whiteboard pen, and we ask them, you are in a meeting, nobody knows what work you have done, what was your task, why it was given to you, explain it to us, and you can only use the whiteboard. If the people know what they have done and they know, understand the quality, the reasoning, they can show it on a whiteboard. If not, well, this comes back down to the actual way of the work being done. Was it
Exactly.
whiteboarded or not?
Yeah, so people who just want to do the simple, fast way to show something with their real users, it will show up during the interview. An interviewer can quickly see it's time to test out. So therefore, never just do a shortcut and really get your hands-on experience. So for people with interest in learning more regarding how to gain hands-on experience by leading a team of 10 engineers by attending our AIPM bootcamp, you can go to this link below of the video and book a call with our career advisor to see if you qualify for the program. You can also download the syllabus in the description, the show note as well. And FM, question for you. How can people sign up for your AI product today? It sounds very, very exciting, to be frank. So how can we get hands on it and give it a try?
Well, you can follow me on LinkedIn. First of all, follow our company page. We are social, and our social presence is also growing. You can reach out to our website, panovia.ai, where our product is there, and you can try it today free. Um, and you can also keep up with attimo.com, where we are publishing the products that we are developing, inviting talents to develop with us, but also become pilot customers, so that we develop these products together. So whatever stage or category you are in, you can definitely get in touch with us, and we can help people stay in the moment together.
Beautiful. I'm going to link in description of the show note with all the link he just mentioned, and make sure to follow him on LinkedIn and Instagram and Twitter, all different channels as well. So, what advice do you have for AI entrepreneur and AI product managers nowadays?
Whatever you do, don't go into the perfection side. It will never be perfect. Don't get satisfied. Just start, do it, This is a cliche, but it's so true. Once you start working on it, it evolves. So that's what I would suggest to everyone.
Beautiful. Just like a free Nike commercial plugin. Just do it. That's the spirit. It's not sponsored by Nike. I think they should. Uh, so
Yeah.
I always ask all my
Nike collab.
podcast.
Attimo, Nike, please collab.
Yes, yes, yes. That's a different way to generate a revenue stream. So Efham, I always ask all my guests the final two questions at the end of podcast, which is I'm a big believer of growth mindset. I think we school life is a school. We continue to grow ourselves. So how do you grow yourself professionally and personally? What resources do you recommend for people to grow themselves nowadays?
Well, the first thing is build your agentic environment properly. First thing first, you need to always keep up to date with how can I use agents to help my business? How can I integrate it? The other thing is uh, a lot of self reflection and maybe like books, uh, which you can find everywhere. The books that are highly suggested by top entrepreneurs, which if I can list tens and maybe even hundreds of these. Just start reading them, get your mind out of it, and last but not least, get yourself a hobby because you will need it. You will need to get your mind out of it if you just start doing it. So this is something that you will need, and also everyone looks for hobbies. So I would fear someone who doesn't have a hobby and comes to me and just starts working with us.
Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, your inspiration for all of us. Everyone make sure to follow and reach out. So what's the best way for people to reach out to you personally, Efham?
They can reach out through me on LinkedIn, um, and they would definitely be able to get in touch with me. They can drop me a message from there. I would most probably see it and get in touch. Worst case scenario, they can reach out to our team through our web pages.
Thank you so much for sharing with us, FM, regarding your journey growing from 0 to 15 people and business and landing a company that have $20 billion size of company as your customers. This is very, very exciting. So everybody, if you find this show insightful and inspiring, make sure to like, comment, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Apple Podcast, Spotify, Twitter, X, LinkedIn, Instagram and TikTok, all the social channel by searching Dr. Nancy Lee with the same handle. And so that we're going to know you actually find out this content very inspiring and it's going to be the inspiration for all me and my team continue to bring the best guests and help you continue to grow together in the age of AI. Make sure to also to leave the 5-star review and I actually personally read all the 5-star reviews to know what your thought process and how we can improve the future show as well. This is a great source of motivation for me to continue to create the best content for all of you guys. And this is Dr. Nancy Lee from PM Accelerator. For everybody who's interested in PM Accelerator AI PM Bootcamp, make sure to go to our website to learn more about it and book a call with our career advisor to see if you qualify for the program. I'm going to link it in the description of the show note. Thank you so much for joining us, Abraham. Have a good day.
Have a good day, everyone, and thank you so much again, Dr. Nancy. Very nice to see you one more time.
All right, talk soon. Everybody watch the next video right here and continue your AI journey right here.